Morning everyone,
Morning.
hope you're all okay. It's a lovely sunny morning today here in New York City.
Still a little bit chilly, but it's nice with the sun out. It's a lot better.
Yeah, it is. So this morning we've come to see a very famous lady here in New York.
We have, haven't we?
And that is the lovely Lady Liberty herself, the Statue of Liberty. And also on Liberty Island you get some fantastic views of the Manhattan skyline.
Yes.
So with it, like we said, being such a clear and sunny day, we're going to get some like great shots and yeah, just have a walk around and see the lovely, beautiful lady herself.
Yeah, we just took the ferry over from Battery Park, or the Battery.
We got the subway here this morning from our
Yeah,
hotel.
we got the subway down.
Simple.
Yeah. But the ferry over took less than 15 minutes.
Yeah,
pretty quick.
yeah.
You do have to go through an airport style security, bags off, coats off, and all that lot. But no, it was a nice little boat ride over. You get to see a bit of the statue and a bit of the skyline while you're on it.
Just looking at that helicopter.
I know you might hear a lot of helicopters because it's a very popular tour spot for the helicopters. We saw like 3 or 4 when we came over on the boat.
But we're not doing one of them because it's really expensive. So check that out for views. You've got Jersey, Ellis Island, Manhattan, and Brooklyn. All right, okay, so that's Brooklyn.
We weren't sure how far Brooklyn came down.
But look at the views over Manhattan there, just absolutely stunning. So there, just point with my finger, you've got the One World Trade Center.
You can see the edge over there. You can see the Empire State Building.
Honestly, on such a nice, clear, sunny day, it's just absolutely, it just really is beautiful.
Does he pick up over just in between? Does he pick the bridges up? Just over here somewhere. You got is it the Brooklyn Bridge? And then was it the George Washington Bridge as well?
Yeah,
after that?
You could pick the bridge up there. But it's just, yeah.
And the Staten Island ferries going across. So if you did want good pictures of the statue but didn't want to come over, I think that's free. Pretty sure that the orange ferry is free.
I think the ferry is free. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So if you did want to come past and get some good pictures on the water, just get the ferry. This wasn't built last time we came. It's there's an exhibition underneath,
which was 3 years ago.
Yeah, and there's this is where we are at the moment, where we've just shown you the views. There's a terrace on top of it, so this is a good place for you're a bit raised up as well. Stupid choppers, I'm telling you, we're just going here nothing but these choppers. But
it's a lovely shot up here of the back of the Statue of Liberty, but we won't go see the front.
I don't want to see its big ass.
In this display here, we've got some concepts of what Lady Liberty was going to be before they decided on the final design. And it actually says the guy here that designed the Lady Liberty, and he was, I'm going to hopefully say this right, Frederick Augusto Bartholdi? Think that'll do, Kev?
Yeah, that's close enough for me.
But you were saying obviously it used to be copper and now it's turned green over time. Yeah, but obviously the colouring of it is
stuff, yeah. And we were told on the cruise we went on the other day that they've built a new pier building on the Hudson, that they've got copper on the outside, and eventually it'll turn green like the statue as well. So this is a replica plaster ear that they would have used to make the mould in 1876.
So it says the original one is on display at a museum in France.
Oh right.
Yeah.
All I know is that'd be one big cotton bud.
That's some big ass toes. Can you imagine the nail polish you'd need if she wanted to paint them things? Look at them.
So similar to the plaster mould, what we showed you with the ear, this is one of the foot. So what they did, they built the plaster mould, built a wooden frame around it, then from that wooden frame, heated up the copper and hammered it into the inside of the mould, and that's how they got the form for each part of the statue.
So I think most people know that the Statue of Liberty was a gift from the people of France to America, and this is some flags of what it represents.
Early concept models of what the pedestal was going to look like. So this one is a round one that they say represents more of a fort kind of look. You've got this middle one, which they say depicts kind of a pharaoh. They're based on the pharaohs of Egypt. But the one they went with is the best one.
The others are too much. especially
the round one wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, I think that would like take away the attention like of the actual like statue itself.
Yeah, it's too big. It looks almost as big as the statue.
Yeah.
The torch has changed a bit over the the years. So you've got the original one in 1876, and then from that, because they wanted to make it more stand out with the lights, they cut some holes in it, and then they put windows in it, and then they put 600 stained glass windows in it, which is what we have in the exhibition right here. You can see, because they wanted it to stand out with the light. This one's got 600 stained glass windows in it, but then what they've got at the moment is the original, the gold one. They've put a restored one up, which looks nicer.
Yeah, I like the original.
The original one's the nicest one.
You can actually pay to go in her crown, and I'm not sure if it's open at the moment because of COVID.
And
but I bet it is quite.
It's very crammed up there. I have seen.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
You don't really get a good view. You pay for the experience. Let's put it that way.
It's more like to say like, oh, I've been in the Statue of Liberty's like crown.
And I don't think they do it all the time either. I think it's very limited, very select dates. Another helicopter. I'm just going to put it out there. I think she was the first like influencer. If you look there, she's got a little leg cut back, a little pose, and then she's standing there with her arm out and she's posing. Yeah, she was definitely the first like Instagrammer.
Wind's picked up a little bit now.
Yeah, it's gone a bit chilly now.
It's still not as cold as like some of the other days.
No, it's just
not
the
too
wind.
Bad. But actually, I was just saying to Kev as we were walking down, like, you know, like when you see like the Statue of Liberty on telly, like on TV shows and in films and things, I think like in person it seems bigger. Like, you know, with some things, like you see it in person, you're like, oh, like looks bigger on TV or something.
Yeah.
I don't think like till you actually see it in person, he does it just like justice, just how like tall it is.
No.
Which, now we're supposed to go in that museum and learn things, which we have. We did say how tall he was, and I've totally forgot.
Yeah, we forgot.
So we'll Google it we'll cheat and Google it in a sec, and
we'll remember.
Yeah, remember how tall it is, because like I say, to me, it's just so much bigger in person, I think.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, oh no,
yeah,
it is a lot bigger in person, yeah. And I like how you're better off seeing it in person. Like I said, you can get the free Staten Island ferry, but no, come over here because you get to see all the detail. You just miss too much being far away. It's better coming to the island.
We're kind of like at the side of it now, so let's go around and like see that famous crown and that famous face of hers.
So how tall is she, Stace?
So she is 93 metres from ground to the tip of a torch, and that is 305 feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
I've just been back to the museum and found all that out. No, I haven't. I just Googled it.
Yeah.
Good old Google.
So there's a bit more detail. There's the front of the face. What was it, Stace? The points represent the continents and oceans and seas. Yeah. But the face is based on the artist's mother's face. I believe. I believe so.
I've learned something.
Yeah, we do learn stuff on these trips. It's not just eating and sleeping. We do learn things.
I love her face though.
But no, as we were saying before, it is much better to come because you can see like the detailing in the different panels, all the colours. It is much better. Oh, and also you can go in the pedestal. So we'll go in there and then try warm up a little bit.
We're a bit disappointed. We wanted to go up to the pedestal, but we just spoke to a park ranger and we can't.
Yeah, it's a bit silly really. So like we said on other videos, we've got the Ghost City New York pass, and we've got the seven attraction pass, and the ferry over to here in Ellis Island and back is one of the passes, the attractions on the pass. And so if you caught the ferry on its own, I think he said it was $23.50 each. And if you want to go in the pedestal, he says it's all topsy-turvy at the moment because of COVID. It's an extra 30 cents.
But you need to tell them before you come catch the ferry to the island.
When we went over and I went to the ticket booth, which we did last time with one of these passes, she gave us tickets and we maybe must have paid 30 cents or it was free back then.
It's limited now, he said. I think they're only doing 100 a day. 1,000 a day, sorry.
But when we went to the tickets booth, the woman just saw the go pass and she went, "Oh, just go straight to the queue." She never offered us the upgrade or nothing, which disappointing. But we have been up there, and if you can just see, you get an up close view of, like, say, her feet, and say up her skirt.
Like say it's a bit disappointing, but we have done it before, so we have done it 3 years ago. But interesting as well, the park ranger was also saying that pre 9/11.
Oh yeah.
You could go up to the Crown without pre-booking, but he said it literally used to be like 4-hour queues to go up there.
Whereas now it's only so many pre-booked an hour.
Yeah, it's very like limited now. But we're a bit gutted, but we can say we have done it. But we're just telling you, for anyone else that plans on coming, make sure you tell them at the ticket office that you want to go up the pedestal.
I mean, it's a bit annoying really, because you think for 30 cents they
I thought you meant $30. Now when he said 30 cents again, I was like, what?
You think it'd just be included on the price, really, pay for the ticket. But hey ho, I think we're going to try and figure out what time the ferry is, and we're going to head over now to Ellis Island and go around there, because we didn't do that last time because it was freezing cold and we stayed off the boat.
So that's something we haven't done
so
before.
So that now.
Yeah, let's head off.
We've just got off the boat now. We're on the Ellis Island. We're going to go into the National Museum of Immigration. It's quite a big building.
Seems a lot bigger, like now you're actually on the island than it does like from the boat on the water.
Yeah, you don't realise how big it is. It says here, over 12 million immigrants entered through Ellis Island from 1892 to 1954, which, in a way, nowadays doesn't sound much. But back then, like when the population of the world was, what, probably less than half what it is now. It's a lot of people.
So much like history here, isn't there? Like, it's just amazing.
So we've just caught a very choppy, windy boat back.
I know, I still got sea legs, I think.
I know, we had to be careful getting off because the ramp was lifting up and down quite a bit. But no, so we went from we went from Liberty Island to Ellis Island.
There's too many islands.
There is too many islands around here.
But yeah, Ellis Island, obviously like the immigration hall, we went to look around there. It's obviously a museum. It was very quiet in there.
Very
people are listening
quiet
to the audio. Or
no one was talking.
No, so we don't want to ruin people's experience, and they've got to listen to two broad Stoke-on-Trent accents and ruin the experience for them. So we didn't want to talk in there, so we just panned across. But really interesting.
Really interesting. You got to see all the old pictures.
Yeah, I loved the old pictures.
I like seeing the old immigration forms with people's names, where they come from, what they did, and stuff like that.
It was just interesting, obviously, hearing about how it was years ago when these people, they just wanted to come for a better life, didn't they, and bring their families, and it was just really cool. And of course, you've got to come to New York City and visit the Statue of Liberty.
Of course,
that was just absolutely amazing. So it's gotten a bit colder now.
It's got a bit
windy,
as
bright as it was this morning.
As you can tell by Stacey's ruffles.
Yeah, me ruffles.
Whatever they're called.
So make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Definitely, leave us a comment. Have you been? Do you plan on coming?
Yeah. Because last time it was just so cold. We actually didn't go to Ellis Island.
No, because
we didn't want to get off the boat.
It was minus 12 last time we came.
I'm really glad we did that.
Yeah,
this time.
I'm really glad. Yeah, it's just nice to get off. Just make sure you keep an eye on the boat timetables.
Yeah.
So you're not standing around for because I think they're about they change, like say between every half hour to 50 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to hit that bit where you've just messed one, but then you've done everything and then you've got to wait for the next one.
We did that, we just caught it as we come out of Ellis Island. It was there, so we're like, right, we jump on it. It literally left a minute later, so we were lucky there.
Kev, I want some pizza, or I need something, a pizza,
warm me
a
up.
hot dog. chips.
Yeah.
I need something,
Yeah,
so
so-
let's go get it. So we'll see you from more New York adventures in the next video. Bye,
Bye.
guys.